Welcome, Aries, to your energy reading for what you need to hear at this time. Of course, as always, take what makes sense for you in your story. If anything does connect, if you don't mind supporting with a like, comment, subscribe, it really does help me out a lot. So thank you for your support. And of course, we'd love to have you a part of the channel. So welcome in. Hope you are doing well. And let's just jump right into it with some rune cards for the overall energy. Should I? Okay, I'm taking this because this one flipped out. And then I will move into the tarot and see what else Spirit has for you. So sit back, take a deep breath, and let's just see where we go. So we first have ARIES. This is talking about strength, reliability, trustworthy, stability, and this is represented by a yew tree. So there's something here about stepping into an energy of power and grounding and something about I don't know how to explain this energy that I'm feeling. It's almost like something about like energy that comes down, like almost like a download, but it's like energy from spirit that's coming down, like through your energy or through your imagination or your ideas. It's like some sort of like, I don't know how to explain this. I just see this vision of like energy coming down through your like maybe crown chakra, through your chakra system. Maybe there's something about working on your chakras, but I just feel like there's something about energy coming down and through you, and then you're like putting that out into something physical. I don't know what exactly that means. I just feel that it may mean something about you are being spiritually guided to like do or create something that you are starting to possibly implement around this time, like your daily habits, your routines. I don't know if you're going to be working on your strength, like your physical strength. Maybe you will be getting into exercise and things like that. I think it's really interesting too, because wow. Okay. So I'm getting two things. One, I was going to say, because we're stepping into Virgo season, which we are in now. Virgo is very much about daily habits and routines and having balance and working on self-care and your health, mind, body, and soul. But what I'm also recognizing, for some reason, this Z looking thing, maybe there's something about your sleep that's important. Maybe you are going to be getting better sleep, or I don't know if you've been struggling with your sleep and it's going to get better. That's a side note that just came through, but I was getting like a lightning bolt kind of image for some reason. So similar to what I was saying about like this energy coming down through you, like an idea, an inspiration, an impulse, this clarity, this epiphany, this awakening, enlightenment, something that happens quite quickly. Maybe it takes a little bit to process or figure out, like, or integrate. That's a better word of saying that. My eye is itching very strongly here. So as an empath reader, if you haven't seen me before, I just get like physical things during my readings, which are just messages. I know it's weird, but it's just how I channel energy. But there's something here that I don't know that you have been seeing, or something has been like hidden from your view. I feel like it could be having to do with maybe this revelation or some sort of clarity that's coming through, or there could be some sort of truth that is coming up around this time that is going to bring about this like trustworthiness. Like, I don't know if it's trustworthiness within spirit, or if it's trustworthiness within like another person or situation or something like this. I don't know if any of that made sense to you, but I feel like there's another card in here for Aries. Let's see what else wants to come up. Oh, this one. Wow, Lagoos, talking about renewal, emotions, dreams, go with the flow, and water. Interesting. So again, I'm getting something about this like empowerment, especially with renewal here. Like, and this one, this is like a one to me, this symbol. It's not, I don't think it's literally a one in the runes deck. I don't think it represents the one, but it just kind of makes me feel like this is aligned with your energy, even though this is water energy technically, but there's something about your health, your mind, body, and soul. Again, something having to do with your strength. So this could also have to do with like emotional strength, physical strength, or something about like this Virgo season that is going to be that you're going to be making changes in to be able to feel more emotionally like stable and secure, and also like trusting in the divine guidance that you're receiving from spirit, like your inspirations, your intuitive wisdom that's coming through, like trusting in yourself and just being easy on yourself, like going with the flow. And again, with this like integration of something, like I feel like there's also a strong message as my face is starting to itch, which is a representation saying like you have a loved one on the other side that's coming through. So whoever is weighing heavy on your heart that you're missing or thinking of, maybe you're getting signs, synchronicities about, pay attention to those. But let this be a sign for you if you haven't been asking for one. If you have been asking for one, I was trying to say, but you know, whether you've been asking for it or not, I just feel like it's coming through for some of you to say that you're being spiritually protected and guided and supported. I mean, even if it's not this loved one, which I feel like your loved ones do anyways, could be your spirit guides, angels. I don't know, some of you guys have been praying, things like that. But I feel like I was going somewhere else with what I was saying. It just kind of, maybe that's kind of what you're going to be doing with this like little shock there. You're just going to be like, right. Okay, let me do that. So something like that. But what I was going to say is like this stronger reliability and trustworthiness within spirit, within the communication that you're getting, and maybe having some sort of epiphany or revelation to how I'm hearing pervasive. Maybe look up pervasive. I don't know the specific definition, but I believe it's like something that is very like clear or consistent or persistent, something like that. I don't know why that word came through, but it's just like spirit is all around you all the time. And so I just think there's something about recognizing it even more. Wow. And then the moon is at the bottom of the deck, which literally talks about things coming to light. I mean, this talks about mystery, your intuition. This is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, which again is water, especially with you having Lagoos here. I'm telling you, there is something that is coming to light, something that has been hidden that is coming to light. Wow, for that to come out, that's a pretty big confirmation for me. So definitely check out your like sun, moon, rising sign, especially if you have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in your chart. You could be dealing with one, so either way, check out the other readings that you feel called to. But that's such a huge confirmation of what I was saying. There's some sort of major revelation that is coming up around this time. And also something here about like these two wolves here. It's like, which wolf are you feeding? Kind of similar to the dichotomy between your ego and your intuition. Are you listening to your ego more, or are you trusting your intuition? Are you trusting other people, or are you trusting yourself? Something like that. Let's see what else wants to come up in the tarot. Hopefully all of that was making some like a sense, but let's see. Four of Swords. So maybe there's something about like, again, this is perfect confirmation with what I was saying before about healing, or like working on working on your peace, so that you, or working on your energy, your mind, body, and soul health. Like I was saying, something about this Virgo season is going to bring about this stability and peace and comfort and trust and ease and flow and this contentment and just like calm is what I want to say too. The Four of Swords can talk about needing rest, needing to meditate, needing to clear your mind in some way. My throat is also getting raspy here. There's something also, there's something here about truth. Again, something with this moon card here. I feel like there could be something coming through, not just an epiphany for you, Aries, maybe there's some sort of truth that you are either going to be expressing because you are called to express it, or there's something that has been hidden. I don't know if it has to do with a person or something about your situation or where you're at, something that you're not seeing. Maybe you're having an inkling about it or like an intuitive impression. But I feel like it is going to come to light, and it is going to bring about some sort of sense of like peace of mind, especially if there has been any like worry, fear, doubt, anxiety, not really sure like what's going on or how things are going to play out in some way. Maybe that's again why you have this Laguz energy of saying go with the flow and trust the process, something like that. Interesting. So let's see what else wants to come up for Aries. The Knight of Wands, interesting. So this is fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. So I don't know if you're dealing with another fire sign. Doesn't have to be Aries. This is just the energy of the card. But this is the advice and guidance. So the advice and guidance is to, one, not be hard on yourself. Don't put the cart before the horse when it comes to moving forward, especially if there is something having to do with like a truth or something that is hidden that you're trying to get to the bottom of. This is not something you're being called to like attack or go after by any means. You're being called to trust and allow things to come to light on its own in its own natural, organic way. I do feel like there's like, again, something about maybe you being inspired to move towards maybe a dream that you have, or like also something here about, okay, so I'm getting this message that I say quite a bit, that it's like we're always inspired whether we're feeling good or feeling bad. So I think it also has to do with this Four of Swords here, where it's like, be mindful, Aries, around this time, whenever you're watching this, to pay attention to how you are thinking and feeling when it comes to taking action or making decisions moving forward. Because, you know, whenever you're inspired to say something, to do something, to go somewhere, to take an action, act on something, or to act on something, or to take action on something is what I was trying to say. It's like making sure that your energy is aligned, making sure that you're connecting with that and having clarity, and not just letting your emotions cause like knee-jerk reactions to things. Of course, if it's positive, then go with the flow with that. But if you, for any reason, if you are feeling frustrated, fear, doubt, worry, anxiety, or maybe you are trying to figure out some sort of truth, or there's something about like, I also am hearing in my mind something about standing up for yourself. So I don't know if there's some like fights, arguments, disagreements, or there's been like tension or aggression or something like that with somebody that you've been dealing with, or just the energy that maybe you have been feeling. Oh my gosh, what was I going to say, Spirit? Because it just went out of my head. Sometimes this happens too for a reason. I don't know why exactly, but there's just something about like, that's so weird. My mind is like blank. And I had like a very clear message of what I was going to say. Maybe that's part of this, something that's being hidden, because I feel like you may not be fully seeing the full picture. That's why there's just something here about slowing down, like not moving too quickly. I don't know exactly what this has to do with. It could be having to do with something surrounding like your money, your finances, your work, career. Could be having to do with family as well for some of you. So just be mindful of your spiciness. You know, my best friend is an Aries, so, and I have an Aries. My Mars is an Aries. So believe me, you know, if you got Aries in your chart, you know how that is sometimes, but it's not always a bad thing. I mean, just like I said, you can be in a good energy or a bad energy about it. So I guess because I'm not really getting back the message I was gonna say, so I don't know what it is exactly. I just feel like the main advice and guidance here is just to tread lightly, tread easily, slow and steady wins the race. Be easy on yourself and others as best as you can. Of course, stand up for yourself if you feel the need to, but also don't unnecessarily like fight fire with fire or choose battles that aren't really worth your time or energy. But oh, maybe this was it. Something about inspiration towards like maybe having to do with like abundance, stability, and security, like stronger connection with family, or just like your dreams of what you're wanting to create and move towards. What I was gonna say, yeah, it's coming. It came back now. So something about your dreams that you are being inspired to, that you are being called to through your intuition, through this strong pull. It's like, I know I'm meant to do this or do that or go here or be with this person or talk to this other person or take action on this, whatever it is. It's like, that's why I was getting the inspiration message of like, just be mindful of what energy you are in when you are taking action, because the energy that you are in when you are taking action on whatever it is, that's the energy that is going to come back to you. So I guess that's why I was saying like, just be mindful of like, what wolf are you feeding? Are you feeding negativity or positivity? Are you feeding optimism or pessimism? Are you feeding your ego or are you feeding your intuition? Something about that. That was a very strange message, but hopefully it made sense in some way for you. Let's see. Let's get one more card here and see what else Spirit has for you for the incoming energy and then in the future. Of course, anything can change when we're talking about the future, so keep that in mind. But let's just see what are we moving toward. I knew there was something about this card because I saw it at the bottom of the deck, but I didn't take it. You have the I almost said the Three of Wands. Interesting. There's something about waiting on an opportunity, but knowing your value and worth. This is a 3 in Roman numerals, but it also makes me think of 111. Again, 1 here. So there's 1111 is what I'm picking up on as well. You could be seeing signs, synchronicities. Pay attention to that, Aries. But I'm telling you, there's something about ones here having to do with your energy, since you are the first sign of the zodiac. You do rule the first house. So there is something about your self-image and taking care of yourself. And again, there's something here about, especially with this like AWAS, with the U tree here, with this earth energy, because this is the Empress. The Empress is earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which you could have in your chart or be dealing with one. But you're coming into a very beautiful energy of self-worth and value. And this also talks about new beginnings as well, because if you can see here, there's the Venus symbol. She represents Venus. That's also Libra energy too. So you could have Libra in your chart or be dealing with one. But I'm just saying, like, there is something about your strength within your nurturing, with like this divine feminine energy of like this goddess type of energy. This is not like, you're not in this it's like maybe this is part of the transition here. You're moving out of this like more, I'm not trying to call you immature, Aries, but maybe getting out of like immature types of habits or behaviors and really stepping into like goddess type of energy. It's so funny. I was talking about my best friend who's in Aries, and she's always calling herself goddess and stuff like that. So I just think there's something significant about that. Knowing who you are, knowing your worth and value, and stepping into some sort of greater strength of stability and security in your self-worth and value and connection with the universe, and knowing that you can be, do, or have whatever it is that you are wanting. And you also have the Lovers at the bottom of the deck. So this could have to do with the relationship, but this also really represents your connection with spirit, and that you are being divinely called to make certain decisions around this time. This also is Gemini Virgo energy. So again, I feel like there's something about this Virgo season, Aries, where you are being called to make healthier decisions that align with your divinity and that align you with this dream life that you are being called to Um, it doesn't necessarily have to be like a spiritual calling necessarily. It's just like maybe what with the Ten of Pentacles that had shown up, something like a career or business, or what life you are wanting to create for yourself. Because the Ten of Pentacles also represents the tree of life. And we have yew tree right here. There could be something significant about nature. So I don't know if you're needing to get outside more, or something also working with medicine. I'm getting plant medicine as well, which is funny because even my friend is doing like herbal medicine because she's got like fibroids and stuff like that. So she's trying to go the what. Oh, what's the word? It's on the tip of my tongue. You know what I'm trying to say. The holistic. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. The holistic route. There's something about that because the Four of Swords also talks about that too. There's something about this energy in Virgo season where you are tapping into health and well-being, mind, body, and soul, and on a new level. And so be patient with yourself and be easy with yourself as you are evolving, and maybe working on healing, because that's what this burping represents for me, which is coming up in the Laguz card as well, which is like renewal, letting go of people, places, and things, thoughts and feelings and actions that are no longer serving you and that are not in alignment, to allow you to not only connect with spirit, but to move forward towards your dream life. The Six of Swords also talks about moving forward and moving away from anything that has taken your peace of mind, because your energy and your self-worth and value is too great. It's too precious. And what you are being called to is too powerful to deny. So I hope all of this made sense and connected for you. This was definitely an interesting message, Aries, but every reading is different. So, I'm not a cookie cutter type of tarot reader by any means. So I just go with the flow, and definitely you should too. So don't be hard on yourself. Things don't have to look a certain particular way, or don't compare yourself to other people and their journey, if that's something that's maybe coming up. But definitely let me know down below anything that did connect for you. It always helps. And of course, would love to hear your feedback and read your story. But if you would like to donate or book a reading with me, you can do so through my link tree, which is down below in the description box. Thank you so much for choosing me to read your energy. And until next time, have a blessed day, Aries.